Good morning. We're going to do a Golden Girls reading at the well. Got the Nine of Cups underneath already for this Eclipse portal 2024. This is March 26th this morning. And as I sit here with the light at the well with these cards, I have gratitude in my heart for what's releasing through the South Node. In this eclipse portal, the south node of the moon means that it's the bottom part of the moon's ecliptic. It's an oval shape, almost like the Virgen de Guadalupe, the Virgin Mary. The whole, oval shape is so many things. It's beautiful. So many things that it is, cosmic egg. But that bottom part, the south pole, makes me want to take a nice breath of release. It's just there's a relief or a release, a peace, some kind of justice, some kind of something releasing that's in the way of having love and having peace and having union and having. And I'm celebrating that there was the ceasefire signed by the U.S. and I feel this sense of ceasefire. Maybe that's what it is, and it's profound, and it's rippling throughout the world. And I hope it just. I mean, I know that it's just affecting in our stars all of our ability to have healthy love. And so that wish, that's been wished for so long by so many hearts can have some chance to express in some new ways, find its way to that truth. We collectively are experiencing something opening that's making way for that. So, anyways, gratitude in my heart. I'm going to pull some cards for us today and just see what this eclipse portal needs in terms of some. Oh, it says judgment. Doesn't it look like that where we are? Sophia. Judgment. Sophia's up there in the clouds, so the ancestors know who you are. That knowing look from the divine realms that just is the knowing look in your elder's eye, the true elders, whether they are blood or path, or foster or friend or chosen or whatever, that found you as an elder that is benign like the sun shining down. I think that's beautiful because look at this. Of course it is. It's right here. It is beautiful. Underneath is the Ace of Swords. So there's this epiphany, which very much feels like this too, in this air realm. And this is an eastern sunrise here on the Coast Salish territory. And we're just appreciating that energy of air, this epiphany of like this new idea, this new way we can do it. And actually, what I love is this sense of wholeness in the one, in the ace. It is this. It's like, aha. Ah, I can be myself. And so can they, and so can them, and we can, and we all can. I can, you can, how can I? Whoa, what if we did that and then, I don't know what it is for you, but that ace energy reminds me of um, the return to wholeness through the one and through this sense of wholeness of like, oh, it's all good. Like, what returns you to wholeness? I mean, and it does hold you in a aloneness or a solitary path, but it is just something that we all collectively have. So it's like the many in the one. It's how if you're playing blackjack, the ace can be a 1 or a 21. Like, oh, sorry. You know what I mean. 1 or 11. I'm just like pre-associated in a way that maybe it's not helpful. But I hope you know what I mean in terms of whatever you are that is an ace in the world, for the world around you, just be that. And it's the one that is just your true self. And it's the one that really your eldership, your true healthy eldership in your life that judges, that should be the real judge, that feels like this, that's this beautiful. So whatever knowing looks, come and truly always see you and that shine upon that part. And you always are reminded, exalted and reflected in that beautiful, like, oh, we love how you are, I see you, that feeling. That's the rising, and it's like just you get through the whole tarot, and that card is number 20 right at the end before the world of completion, where you just realize who you are and how to be that in yourself. It's actually an Aries ruled card. We've got Aries North Node right now, and the way to do it is just release, like, oh, I'm already doing it. The way I am is great, and it's like the knowing look that finds you, that beams on you, and that knowing is the epiphany. It's like at the end, looking for yourself. Where you started. You start out looking for something. You look for it outside yourself in all these different ways. You go through all this stuff, and you just land in yourself in the end. You start over. It's awesome. It's just a good joke of the universe that all you're doing is finding yourself. But it's a good joke, you know. Yeah, because the knowing look Granny says is 3 swords. That knowing look looking upon you is like there's just we don't need more broken hearts. We don't need to live from wounds and create more. Let's just that 3 that's generative there of that mental wound, that idea of separation. Let's just throw it out. Melt the swords into this light. You know, she's got them in her heart. Of course, Dorothy did. She's the one who does all that hard work. She's so genuine and earnest. And that part of us that wants to deal with that shadow and just say, yeah, we don't need to generate more swords with that triangle of swords. We don't need to live from that wound and in that way that just always creates that and therefore proves it and therefore it stays. That's an idea. It's a cyclical trauma pattern that's just an idea. And it's done. Like, we're done with it. Underneath, we got the world. We are done. We're completing that cycle of lateral violence and internalized violence and trauma. It gets in the way of love because this is a Libra card. Saturn Libra. This blocks love, beauty, everything from the Pleiades. It's streaming in here through the rainbow. We got to be the rainbow connection, that bridge, and be in love. And it is justice, which does rule this card. And it's funny because Saturn is in Libra in this card, and that actually is exalted for Saturn. Saturn's exalted in Libra, and I'm mystified that. But I think it's because if we do this work of 3 of Swords, of the original heartbreak and tending that trauma, which we are in this eclipse portal, shedding anything, the well knows, shedding it into the ocean, shedding into the light, transmuting and alchemizing that original wound of love so that we can actually live and have love and be in wholeness now and generate health love. This 3 of Swords work can be the place and pivot point we do that, where we realize our wounds taught us how to have healthy love, and so we don't need to fear love anymore, and therefore we can love in new ways, and therefore it's always being invented, and therefore we're always free to invent healthy love, and then we can, like, even if it goes, like, even if we have a lesson that brings in something to heal, which it will always have its belongings it needs to go, so we can always build in new healthier kinds of love. We can trust love. So that's the adjustment Libra can do here for the mind, and we can always stay in connection, and this separation myth can end. It's just a mental construct. We can put it to end. It's the world. We can imagine a world with healthy love, but it's only in a prayer space, so we got to pray it in our hearts, transmute that mind through there. You can't think it through. The thoughts are going to be offered into the chalice, the vessel, the Holy Grail. Your thoughts are going in there. The Holy Grail is the heart, and so you just kind of just compassionately witness them, like that judgment of the elder of the beams on you and just loves you for who you are. Good job, keep up the good work, tally ho. That's what my grandpa always said. And just like that, so benign. He was such an amazing version of that judgment. 9 of Wands. So, there's some test of faith. Gotta know you got it all inside. You may be scared, and underneath is 9 of Swords. So we're facing these mental trappings of the mind that really need to be faced and validated, these fears of the mind that keep you up at night. And then there's these oh, how are they blocking everything's testing my power, my agency and ability, and it's always a fight. And anyways, these 9s, see, they come from the 3 of Swords. They come from that 3. The 3 times 3 makes 9. Oh, this is why we're bringing it into that. Through this eclipse portal, we are bringing it into these cycles, right? Because what's inside us and outside us, it just generates more, you know? We don't need it. We can't. We cannot. In fact, we can live in this. We can. Because look, we have just like better things to do, like hang out with our friends. Look at how fun this is. Three of Cups. Woo! Go golden, stay golden. Yeah, that's how you feel like a champion. Yes. Six of Wands underneath. The underlying thing is that you're victorious as much as you hang out with your friends. I got two crows above me dropping things on my head. That's my grandparents. They hang out with me. They always aspect two crows. Wherever I am, they will come around. It's two crows. There ain't nothing around, just two crows and dropping them on my head. Dropping a pine cone on my head. Thank you. Anyways, hanging out with friends. See, it's just the three of us here. How are you doing today? Good. Ooh, the chariot. I would say that is how you get through, hey? Swing low, sweet chariot. You gotta do it with your friends, you know? And then remember who you are that way, and then just like take the reins, like Blanche here, and go get that date with that set of twins. Or no, sorry, that's not what's happening here. Twins don't want to go on a double date with you. That's gross. That's somebody else's fantasy, and it's not good for them. Anyways, sorry, I don't know where this ramble's going, but Blanche in her fantasy though, she did make it happen, and it looks great. So I'd say the three of cups that are your friend remind you how you yourself can also just like be that three in your life and be in that. That's the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity is something from the Celtic culture, but it's, you know, Mother Maiden Crone, this, that, and the other. Full empty and that halvesy place, that halfway house that we all live in the middle, that's crack. The clamshell, you, me, and everything else. Black, white, and the 10,000 things in the middle where they dance and meet that gray dragon. This is only one wink, the other one's the other side, and then everything else is gray, right? Okay. The three, though, that power of the chariot in bridging duality and just taking the reins and carrying it over. This is Spirit's message of just saying, like, hey, you know how to do it, what you like. This is two of wands underneath. You know how to do it, how you like it. You can just, like, do that. You know, it's up to you to create the life you need. And it's true. No one's going to save you. You know, we have to take the reins because we understand that it's fun that way and that life is calling us. So I guess it's just about like shedding anything. I guess it's not about shedding at that point. It's just like, oh, I know who I am. My friends know me. My granny knows me. The knowing looks in the universe are guiding me. And I'm going to take the reins and guide it home, guide it over to where it needs to go. Because I know how to do that. That's a great message. So, however that lands today for you, take that into your heart. These are great messages because we got Aries North Node. We're supposed to align with like our own self direction where we need to do our work in service of all the relationships will fall into place around this and shed a lot of codependent behavior where we block ourselves for others' needs or supposed needs or we're really shedding projection of other people's thoughts, feelings, any invented idea of projections that we might hold or others might hold. This is just a great time to shed anything outside of ourselves blocking literally anything that we need to shed outside of ourselves that we've ever had put on us or anybody else has is blocked our true self, our path. And our true self and path is just slowly taking center stage and prevalence, and we're just looking more and paying more attention and giving more to our own inner light and journey. It's just how we want to do it and drive it and just go, okay, I'm going to get that car. I'm going to drive it. Okay, cool. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do that. And everybody's figuring out how to do that. Wonderful, wonderful. That is what's going on in this eclipse. Just watching it, just chilling. We're not like trying to manifest anything in the eclipse. We're just trying to watch this transmutation happen, you know? Because it's really time to just like heal all these. We got the Ten of Swords. Really, time to be done with these patterns. The Seven Swords underneath, like they do. Really, we have to do this sort of like underlying work of just like releasing all that pain, and it's okay. Walk it out into the land. We've got new, bigger jobs to do, new contracts. The underlying justice here. The underlying justice is that the King of Pentacles is really the situation. We have the ability to manifest this like royalty. So when we sit in that and we just like don't want daddy to come around and save us, but we realize we are daddy, whoever that is for you, however you want to express daddy in that for you, it's just the ability to just do it. you know it just looks like healthy parents inside of each person and different versions of that kind of gender and authority. I love that reading, and giving everybody that sense of like, I'm royalty. What do I need? How am I going to live my life considering that? You know? And nobody outside of myself is going to be that or do that, and could ever have been. And so just like major releases and alignments with power. I love it. Anyways, all is well, my loves. Golden girls, no, stay golden. Stay good to yourself during the eclipse. Move it through as you know how to do. See you next time.